Alright guys, I did the gauntlet for a second time, this time on my junior account. I learned from some mistakes on my initial run, and my team for this one was Apocalypse, Cable for just the synergy to start him with 4 charges, Torch, Doom, and Archangel. So I've got recordings of almost every fight. I think I'm only missing one. Let's run through them. I put them I sped them up in order to get through this in like only 30 minutes. So Apocalypse, perfect solo against Doom. You can see once I get all the charges permanent, the extra potency on the concussion, Doom doesn't even trigger his aura. Sometimes when he throws his special one there he does, but sometimes he doesn't, and I'm not too worried. Also, starting with 4 charges, you get the mid-combo stun, and it's so great to help keep the debuffs active with Apocalypse. Now, Terrax, I tested this one out. The Awakened Doom actually siphons back the power gain. That's how I'm getting the power gain node here, and I boosted up huge. Went in, and I'm just trying to get off as many special 2s as I can and let the Incinerates take down Terrax. It did take 2 revives, so like 3 fights against this Terrax. But again, I only did like 19 revives to get all the way to the final phase of the Nameless Thanos, but I spent a ton of units on potions. So when you're boosting up big and then you want to heal up to full, like there are lots of fights where a 20% revive doesn't get you anywhere. Like this Terrax fight, I got him down in 2 revives, but I healed up to full each time so that I can get enough damage in while I'm taking damage. There's no like again, if you have Namor, that's great. I saw Gladiator Hulk can take this guy down. There are definitely some other options, but again, Doom worked well here because I wanted Doom for the next fight as well, and then potentially he could help in other places. So you can see here, I got him almost halfway down with the first attempt, and now this is the 3rd attempt, so 2 revives, go in, do the same idea, parry heavy. Again, when I'm parrying and heavying, he's not getting that power gain node, and I'm trying to stagger his indestructibles that he might get. So it's just a bunch of parry heavies, drop as many special 2s, and then, yeah, he dropped. So 2 revives, but again, healing up to full, big pain in the butt. But that's kind of how some of these fights work. There's just no easy way to just, okay, 20% revive and then I'll fight through it, or a 40% revive and I'll get through the rest of the fight. Next one, here we go. I'm just showing the last bit of the fight, but Doom, great solo against Vision. You can still, even though the node says it's like less effective, you can totally just steal all his power and go and run him through the Doom cycle. And it's a pretty straightforward solo here. But there are definitely other options. Again, I've seen the amazing videos with Professor X. I did not think about that with my main account, which has a Professor X, but I don't even think I'd be able to play him that well in order to do what the top guns are doing with him. But this team worked out really, really, really well. At least for me. I know there are some teams with Aegon who's doing a bunch of fights, but Apocalypse is an absolute beast for this. And I'll show you how which fights he's really, really good at. So next we've got Modok again, easy solo with Apocalypse. Again, I can just parry heavy and get off my... I tried to get the special 2 first, then the special 1, and then you can see here, now I'm able to convert all the specials into permanent ones. I did take a little combo there. But again, here, once I've got the concussion up with the extra, like 100% extra potency, then yeah, I'm not too worried about getting auto-blocked or anything here. I'm just going to go in, drop my special 1, and again, Apoc specials do more damage depending on how many debuffs you have active on the opponent. So once you can do a special 1 and a special 2, special 3, if you can do heavies to keep them up, then you can keep it going. Here also, this is, it took me like 2 revives to get through this Spider-Ham. You can see right here, I'm intentionally trying to trigger his evade, and that's the 10th time I've done that, and it put me up to 100 evade charges. Spider-Man and no one else in this path is going to be able to pull off any evade of any kind against Apocalypse. He is completely evade immune at this point. One of the things that my junior account has that I don't have willpower on this one. I just have never unlocked it on my junior account. I've never just, at some point I probably should. Here against someone like Spider-Ham, when he puts that taunt on my main account, I was getting willpower healing, and I could like build up almost a full, and then even if I make a little mistake, I could make it through the fight. Here, it did take me 3 revives to get through this one. It's a very slow fight. You can see I'm just kind of doing 1 to 2 hit combos. My main attacks do a lot of damage, but the actual, like the special 1 doesn't actually trigger a lot of power. So I end up just trying to like build him, let him throw a special 1, and then throw my special 1 back at him. He's completely debuff immune, so you're not going to be able to get any debuffs on. You're just purely physical attacks the entire way, like just hitting him, throwing specials, no damage over time. It's a slow fight, and as long as he's playing around with his specials, it's no problem. And again, this is the perfect ramp up for Apocalypse, and it's going to be perfect for the rest of the fights that have like Nightcrawler, Spider-Gwen, Domino, anyone who could potentially evade on him. Not going to happen. And it's all because of this Spider-Ham ramp-up fight. So I know even though I've sped these fights up, it's still pretty slow. But at least I just want to show more than just talking through it, but actually show that I did these fights. So there we go. The Spider-Ham is almost done. And again, this was like, I guess the 4th fight against him, so 3 revives. I did screw up one of them where I pushed him to a special 2. All right, next we have Weapon X, and I almost got, even after taking that combo at the beginning of this fight, I almost pulled off the clutch solo here. I did not make him a Horseman yet, but he still does benefit from the Apocalypse synergy for like increased neurotoxins. But I'm saving the Horseman ability for later because I want Apocalypse still at his 4 charges for the next few fights. So here it's again fighting Weapon X. He goes unblockable for a period of time. The neurotoxins do shut down his unstoppable that he gets, but here you can see I'm just trying to build up the neuros, keep him heal blocked the entire time, let the neuros do a ton of damage to him. There you can see normally he would get an unstoppable when he throws that special, but now he's just unblockable, and I'm just trying to play extremely aggressive on him. And again, taking that combo at the beginning kind of sucked, but we're going to try and clutch this one out, and I think we get him down to maybe 2 or 3% before I screw this one up. And again, just because he's unblockable, I'm either waiting it out or I'm just throwing in some intercepts. Once I see that the unblockable is done, I can go back to the parry heavy game and try and build up those neuros. There I kind of lost my neurotoxins for a second, but then got them back. But this is great. I think my Archangel on my junior account is maxed out and at SIG like 160. So pretty high SIG there. So he works really, really well for this fight. Again, I was pretty nervous near the end of this. I'm like, we're so close. But again, I lost a bunch of neurotoxins there. I got to get them back up. again, just not triggering anything, which was kind of annoying. So then he gets a bit of healing back. I throw the special one, get those neuros back up. Again, playing it out of my mind in terms of intercepting him. And then I'm going to blow it right at the end. I missed it there. I flinched. I should have had him on that special one, and it would have been over. So one revive, and we easily come in here, parry heavy him, and throw in a neurotoxin, and he's done. So almost another solo. So a little annoying, but Archangel did his job there. Next, we have the Thing fight. Now, the Thing fight here is a also easy solo with Apocalypse. Again, this is the end of the fight, so I've already put the permanent debuffs on him. I just parry in heavy. I put a bleed on the heavy attack so I can control his rock stacks, and then with the concussion, he just won't trigger them either. Okay, next up we have this Korg fight. So this is the third time I'm fighting him, so I use 2 revives. So because of the 100 evade charges, Apocalypse is completely immune to Mixmaster. So the only thing I have to do here is play around his rock stacks. So again, light attacks only as much as I can when he has the rock stacks. Once the rock stacks are done, I can throw my specials. I do want to be throwing a bunch of heavy attacks to get rid of the gray node there. When it gets up to 20, you're going to be doing like no damage on your physical attacks. So you want to keep up the heavies, but again, it's just playing around his rock shield. You can see I get the rock shield down. I go ahead and throw the special 2, then the special 1, and now I've got all 4 debuffs on him. So again, just playing around the rock shield. And every time it's down, I'll throw big specials, get a lot of damage, because the more debuffs on, the more damage you do. And it only took me 3 tries to get down this Korg. So really nice fight with Apocalypse. Worked really well here. Pretty happy with how this fight went. So there you go, one more combo, special 1, and he's done. All right, what do we got next? Next up was, okay, Dragon Man. Okay, I could have played this better, but again, because I took some combos there at the beginning. Torch started this first fight with the pre-fight, even though I kind of sucked it up at the beginning. I did get most of him down on this try. I actually do get a bunch of him in the end. Again, it's one of those things also, willpower healing I am not getting from like the ineptitude is it that he puts on you. So I'm not getting the willpower healing. If you have willpower, you'll be getting a little bit of healing back. So I still get a chunk of him down here, and then it took like 2 more tries to get him down. So I think again, in order to keep this video shorter, I think I skip the next revive and go straight to the last one. So again, 2 revives on this Dragon Man, and again for this last one here, you get him down. Just try and again, to get rid of his power gain, you take one of his hits from his special 1 on the block, and if he wants to throw his special 1 over and over again, then you're sitting pretty. If he throws too many special 2s or special 3s, you'll take too much damage. I'm not really great at, if you can see, evading the end of that special 2. So that was kind of annoying. All right, so that's the end of this Dragon Man fight. And again, 2 revives to get him down. Next, we have this Black Panther Civil Warrior, and Civil War, sorry. And this is a nice solo with Apocalypse. Now, again, I have to be careful when not to stun him when he has the armor up and the where he can put the stun back on you. And again, he's got Footloose when he throws his specials. So what my plan here is, I want to go ahead and I want to keep up the debuffs. And so I already have the special 1 debuffs on. And I have to back up when he throws a special, but I'm going to try and, again, because I have the mid-combo stun that I can put in, and I can parry heavy when he doesn't have the armor up. So I try to keep up his the debuffs there. I'm going to try and get off the special 2. Now the special 2, again, with the concussion, will reduce some of the abilities for him to proc there. It's kind of annoying here. I lost the special 1 debuffs, so I think I'm going to try and get off a special 1 again and try and get the get all 4 debuffs going at the same time. Now see, he threw a special, but he did not get the unstoppable because of the concussion that I have on him. So now I've got all 4 debuffs on, so now the goal is going to be to try and keep up all 4 debuffs as long as I can and try and get off a special 3. And if I can do that, then again, I'll get increased potency on all 4 debuffs, and that'll just make him melt that much faster. So like right now, they're dealing, I think it was like a little over almost 700 per tick just on their own right now. There I took a little bit of a combo, but we're okay. We're going to continue. There you can see taking 679 per tick with all 4 of the debuffs up. I do get the special 3 off, stomp on him, and convert them all to permanent debuffs. And now they're dealing, let's see what it's dealing here. So a little over something like 1400 per tick. So now he's just melting away. And again, those special ones do a ton of damage with the 4 debuffs up. There you can see again, that one he didn't get the evade, but he did get the unstoppable. I don't really have to worry about the evade portion of it. There, that's just unlucky that he got the unstoppable again. But here, melt him down. Really nice solo. And now we just go on a solo run here. We've got the Nightcrawler. Don't have to worry about anything with Nightcrawler. There's nothing special that I have to worry about at all. I can just play him completely normal and do the exact same thing. Throw my special 1, then throw my special 2, then the special 3, convert them all into permanent debuffs. And that is the way to go with Apocalypse. It's very straightforward. And plus you can use, again, you can hit into the block and break their block with the mid combo, like the stun block break, we'll call it. And then once you can do that, it makes it so much easier to just go hit into his block. You know that the second hit is going to stun them. You just have to wait for, there's that gray timer above me that's now gone down, so now I know I can hit into his block again. And it just really helps when you want to go ahead, break the block, throw a heavy, and reapply the debuffs. There we go, we stomp on him, we've converted them to permanent debuffs. And now it's now he's ticking for 1100 damage per second, or even more per second. But I don't know if it's every half second, something like that. But again, tons of damage from the special 1. So really nice, clean solo with Apocalypse here. Now I'm sure, again, you can probably do this with anybody. If you can switch his stances, then I'm sure guys like Aegon will plow through them. But Apocalypse works perfectly. Don't have to worry about the evading at all. Next, we got Spider-Gwen. Now, there's Window of Opportunity Stun, and One Eye Open, which is a node that we've done on this channel on an Alliance War a million times over. But so you just don't want to, if you stun them when the timer is down, you do not want to hit into them because the damage will be reflected onto you. So I'm pretty much playing this Spider-Gwen as stun immune and just trying to go in and bait specials. If I hit into the block, I'm only doing 1 hit. I'm trying not to do the stun. Like I'm trying not to block break with the stun on this one. So I'm just trying to build her up to a bar of power and counter her special and throw and just keep up my combo as much as possible. There we get off the special 2. Again, don't have to worry about getting evaded by this Spider-Gwen at all. And I think here I just rely mainly just on the specials to do damage. I don't think I go for the special 3 on this one because I'm not able to, I don't want to parry, and normally I would parry heavy to keep up the debuffs. I don't want to do that because I don't want to take any damage reflected on me when she is stunned. I guess technically I could counter heavy with mine potentially, but I don't want to take the risk of losing the combo, and I know that I can solo this one just by out damaging and throwing specials. Again, that special 1 does more damage the more debuffs are on the opponent. There, I took a combo, but we're going to clutch out this solo anyways. All right, a few more hits here, and the Spider-Gwen goes down. Let's go. There we go. Okay, next up is Domino. Now, Domino here, again, Apocalypse can't have his parry shrugged off, so I can just parry no problem here against this Domino. All I want to do is I want to build up to a special 2 and drop a few special 2s, and it's got like power shield on here. It's gonna do a ton of damage. Unfortunately, no crits there, which kind of sucked. But again, I can parry, I can heavy, no problem here. And again, you can see I heal up to full because I know that there's a bunch of damage from critical failure. And you can see every time I do get the critical failure, it's quite a bit of damage. So that again, if you're doing this with only like a 40 or 20% revive, even if you have the best like strategy, you're gonna end up likely taking a ton of damage or potentially just dying from that critical failure. So again here, drop a couple special 2s with the power shield, and she goes down really straightforward. I think if I would have played this method on my the first time I did this one, I probably could have got the solo also. I felt like I could have got the solo. I think that's what I said in the first one, but now the strategy was down, was perfect on this one. And we get like, I think it's like, that's our 4th solo in a row here. And she's down. Okay, next is Mojo. So Mojo kind of sucks. I did have, I did regain my Nova Flame. So I had the pre-fight here, or like the Nova Flame pre-fight. And it did take, again, like 2 revives to get down this Mojo. I did not change my masteries at all. You can just see here I'm taking that special 1 on the block and increase my smolders as much as I can. I guess I did throw off this special 3 here. And again, I am taking some degen damage. Again, why you got to heal up to full. I did as much as I could. I know he threw his special 3 there. So again, you know, 39% on the first try. That was pretty good. I got him down to 29% on the second run, and then here's the third one. Again, in the trying to keep this video shorter. So again, 3 tries, 2 revives to get down this Mojo. And again, I did not change my masteries here. And I'm sure if I did, maybe it would have saved a revive. But we do get this guy. Oh, I forgot. I died, and then it's still only 2 revives because I just brought in Dr. Doom to give him a couple Doom slaps and finish him here. And I didn't really need Torch anymore, so I didn't want to waste a revive. Next, we've got this Immortal Abomination. Now, this is my second fight against him. The first one, I took a heavy and died early, but I figured there is a note on here that says bleeds put on you, and if you're immune to it, you're going to get degened. But I figured for the most part is that Immortal Abomination has poisons directly on him, and most of the time I'm going to be just converting those poisons into bleeds, not actually putting the bleeds on him. And also, this is another fight where if I would have had willpower, it would have given me a bunch of extra healing, and I probably would have been able to survive a bit more. Here, I actually end up realizing that I'm going to push him to a special 2, and then I just go balls to the wall and just start throwing everything I can at him, just hoping that my neurotoxins will continue to stun him. And I just go crazy in the corner against him, keep throwing, and he finally throws a special 3. So that was already my second try. So then it did take me 2 revives on this one. So again, there it says 2 revives. So this was my third fight against him because I blew the first one. That second one was really good. And then this third one takes him no problem. So again, one of these potential pain points is definitely this Immortal Abomination, but Archangel does a beautiful job on him. So I made him a Horseman for that fight, knowing that this next fight is Apocalypse. So you can see what happened. This is my second fight. The first fight, I got 2 charges back because I'm fighting a mutant. And now this second fight against Apocalypse, I'm back up to 4 charges. And now I can go back to my block break stun. And I can, and again, I do not want to bait his heavies here because of he can block break me and I can get stunned by him. So this is something that I really struggled with this fight my first time around, and doing it again, I've had a lot better strategy, did a lot better job taking care of this Apocalypse, and I was really surprised going into like how easily I did this one. I think again 2 revives, but I was really worried about this one the most. I know some guys can ghost it. I know Tigra can do really well against Apocalypse here, but considering how I did last time to this time, I was really pleasantly surprised with how well I did with Apocalypse against Apocalypse. Got a nice clean evade on that special 2. I only really try it when I know that I'm going to die from it if I take it. So, but I don't usually try it when I've got like full health. You can see there I tried knowing I was going to die from it anyways, and I missed on that one. So here again, this was my second revive going through this fight, and we're able to get him down in only 2 revives. But again, the big unit thing is going to be on the potions. Like, you either have to farm, you can, if you want to farm up 1,000 potions, like, because you're not going to be able to, or if you have a huge stash. But new content has been flying off the shelves these last couple months with 7.2 coming out, and it's just and Karina's challenges, which I did a couple of those. Like, if I hadn't done Karina's challenges at all, then I probably could have done some of this stuff even on both accounts. I would, like on my main account, I had a huge stash of like 400 to 500 like free crystals saved up, but I used a lot of them on Karina's challenges. So because they keep putting out these new things and we keep trying to do them, then eventually you're gonna, run out of items. And so if you, and this is only here for a short period of time before it comes back. So I figured, what the heck, sure, I could have waited till the end of the month and saved up some potions. But I figure there's going to be more stuff coming. I think there's Summer of Pain still to come. So I'll have plenty of things to save up for. So there we go. We get that one down. So, okay, there's one fight I'm missing after Apocalypse. While we solo this Killmonger, I'm really upset that I'm missing the Sasquatch fight. It was a long fight. I took half of it down with Archangel and did the second half. It was like a 360 combo with Apocalypse. I did the same thing that I was doing this entire time. Special 1, Special 2, Special 3, keep all 4 debuffs on him the entire time, and spamming Special 1, and I was able to I do have 1 point in the Despair Mastery, so I'm able to reverse the healing a little bit, not all of it, and even with Life Cycle and everything, I was able to get him down with Apocalypse. I know I soloed him on the main account, and this time I took an Archangel just to get, to see as much as I could do. So Archangel did a great job against him for the first half, and then Apocalypse did finish it off. So 0 revives against Sasquatch, but I was really pissed off that it didn't record, and I only realized it after the recording ended. It went to go save, and then my phone said that the storage was full, and that was a little frustrating. But so again, no revives on Sasquatch for the second time in a row. Then we have this Killmonger. So again, another solo with Apocalypse. You can see the exact same strategy that I was talking about for Sasquatch, I'm using for Killmonger. So again, we've got 4 permanent debuffs on him. We've got extra potency on the concussion. We're not taking too much damage, if any, from the reverberation at this point. And he's getting he's just melting away from the debuffs between the poison, the degen, and the bleeds on the heavy. Just be prepared to evade his specials. Parry heavy, not a problem. There he throws his special too. We can attack back in. And again, not really taking too much damage, just chip damage from the blocks, which again are much less when he has the concussion up, I found. All right, Void. 1 revive on this Void. Again, heal up to full because you're going to be taking extra damage. Like if you're too close to him, you're going to have a weakness on you. You do have to try and manage the regular Void counter, having 10 hits ready to go when he puts a debuff on you. But again, you throw off you're getting big damage from your specials, like Power Shield again. So again, if you can last long enough and you get up to your specials, then it's not really a problem to get him down. So you can see here, I'm just going to end up dying because I get too close to him on the special too. So I have that weakness on me. That weakness, I'm trying to get it off by backing off, but it's really not too bad here. So I only needed 1 revive to get through that Void fight. Next is, okay, I'm missing the Nick Fury fight, which again needed 2 revives. And then here we can take a look at the Nameless Thanos. I don't have the end of the fight because it was just annoying me. I was screwing up the last final phase. But you can see here, I don't really have to worry too much about... the first phase is nothing. This first phase, this actual phase, I don't really have to worry about the bleeds. I only have to worry about the blue timer that comes up where he can auto block, because I'm completely bleed immune at this point. So I can cheese through the bleed part, and actually do pretty well here doing this first phase and the second phase. So here, once I finally get back into the groove of evading that special 1 beam, so it's working out pretty nicely here. Again, nice drop, nice special 2. I was pretty happy with how this fight went, except for the last bit where I was screwing up my intercepts on that final phase and just kind of threw everyone at him. But again, 19 revives to get to this point and take him all the way to the final phase. And then I'd probably use a handful of revives, just doing a couple tries to get him down. There, another evade on the special 1. I think we're almost into the second phase. At this point, I am trying to get the all 4 debuffs up on him again. So we'll drop a special 3 on Nameless Thanos. Stomp on him a little bit. Now he goes into the second phase. I can attack in right away. What I'm gonna try and do here is, again, he's got that evade on the second phase, but Apocalypse completely evade immune, so he can't evade on me. Here I have to dodge the ones that are the wrong color, and then I'm gonna degen, then heal back up. And then here I am gonna try and play the game where I hold my block and try and bait his heavy attacks, that he does not throw another special. So that works there. And again, the permanent debuffs have worked from the first phase to this second phase, which is nice. So he's just taken damage this entire time. Again, trying to hold block, trying to force him into those, to another heavy, which he does. Got a nice evade on those special 2 beams. Again, that evade, I'm completely immune, and then I die in this final phase. And I hope this helps everyone. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.